To a video webcast on the new Form 8949. Hi, my name is Vern Hoven. I am a CPA, and I'd like to share with you some of the problems that we're having in inputting the 1099-B from the stockbroker into the tax return on Form 8949. We don't put it to Schedule D anymore. 1099-B is going to go to an 8949. Next, you're going to find two pieces of information from the stockbroker that's going to be different. One, they're going to put basis. Two, they're going to put if it's long-term or short-term. For us, this basis problem is going to be what happens if it's wrong. What the 8949 instructions say is whatever the stockbroker says, that goes on the form. They're going to verify that. And then we have to fix it. Let me give you an example. I had a client of mine came in, sales price $10,000. They agreed to that on the 1099-B, but the basis was $4,000 according to the stockbroker. And the client says, wait a minute, my basis was $9,000, and here's the check. So now, how do you fix that on the 8949? The IRS says, first, that there is a column B. The column B has 10 different codes. One of those codes is if we disagree with the stockbroker's basis. That's the letter B. And so we put B in. Now, I told you that we had to put the numbers on the 1099-B onto the 8949. Column G of the 8949 is where we make the change, the adjustment. And in this case, we want to reduce the gain by $5,000. And so you put a negative $5,000 in column G. That reduces the dollar amount to the correct number. Now, if that dollar amount is too high, and I have no idea what the number is going to be, the Internal Revenue Service is clearly going to send, hopefully, a soft information question, or it could be the hard deficiency notice saying, we don't agree with you. A couple of other things that I want to talk to you about in the column B adjustments, just kind of a warning. T is the second code, and that is if the stockbroker said it's short-term or long-term, and we know it's the opposite. Most common example is if client inherits property and sells it quickly after they receive title. We all know that any inherited capital asset is going to be long-term capital gain, but the stockbroker may not realize that. And they said, well, you inherited it on 10 October, you sold it on November, that's short-term. We have to fix that. And T does that. How do you put it on the 8949? The only way that I know to put it on the 8949, remember that the IRS is going to look for the 1099-B information in the line where the stockbroker said it goes. So we have to put it there. But then we put code T and erase the entire gain and put it into long-term capital gain with not reported properly. So those are the two. One other thing. What would happen if we have a sale of a home and the exclusion rule is available, but we receive the 1099-S? That's an H. And you exclude the gain. The gain isn't going to have the exclusion, the $250,000, $500,000 in it. We have to put it in. Second letter that you'll put on the same line and almost every time is the letter O, expenses that were omitted. Let's say there's a $20,000 realtor fee. Well, that means that lowers the gain, and we have to put that in the adjustment column too. So, as a short recap of the Form 8949, those are the problems that we're seeing initially with this form. Hope you kind of enjoyed this tough form. Thank you for joining us.